No time for intro. Must pie. Hold on, I forgot to check my profile again. Okay, I'm at 60. It is a late night pie party. Started. Hello. I had 8 viewers 2 seconds ago. Where'd they all go? What are we gonna do today? We're going to... That's muddy sludge. Oh, that's tailings. Exactly for 2 minutes that I had to watch this. Sorry, Jigsaw. It was either late stream or no stream, and I chose to late stream. So I guess you'll have to watch the VOD. Have a good night. You didn't catch my drift. Get out of here. Just kidding. We love you, Jigsaw. Have a good night. Oh no, my most active viewer is not going to be here tonight. What are we going to do? Stream's going to be dead. No chatting. No progress. Just ADHD flip-flopping between different things and getting nothing done. That is my prediction today. Okay, so we want to get rid of our muddy sludge, and that was the next thing. The moss herd is interesting. And I originally dismissed the plastic recipe because, like, why? But it does save on stone. I actually think I'm not going to select this yet because I think stone's going to be a problem, but I don't actually know that for certain yet. And the only major process it's used in is moss and gravel. I guess saline water, but we're not making it. We're not making stone bricks this way anymore either. Making it out of sand and rich clay. Oh, sand's made out of stone. Is it? No, sand can be printed out of water. So crafted your first splitters yesterday? Congratulations. How long did it take? $30 hours? Wow. Well, congratulations. That's a pretty big milestone. Yes, we're gonna put tailings processing here. And we're going to put, I guess we could put muddy sludge here. Fortunately, oh, both of those are actually okay. Zinc and niobium are also mostly okay. Quartz is not. I guess we could put... This will be a mining site. Right, because Nexalit should go here. In which case we want to put our muddy sludge up here. This is muddy sludge processing. AKA it's one of our moss blocks. So now we need to design a moss block. Okay, so Moss Mark 3 or Moss Stage 2 is not until the next. Stuck with our current recipe. And I don't know what we want to use yet. By the time we can make use of coarse fraction in a good way, we will be at pi 2 and rebuild our blocks at that point. This saves on stone, but I don't know if we need to do that. This gives us more recipes that I don't know if they're useful, and this removes muddy sludge, which we actually is the opposite of what we want to use this to sink muddy sludge. Speaking of moss, do I have a bunch of moss laying around? I have 379 moss. I should probably start stockpiling moss. Do I have Moss Mark 2 yet? Is there such a thing? Moss Mark 2? Yeah, there is a Moss Mark 2. But we can't get it until the next science pack. You just backed up? You are backed up. We're backed up on Vrox. That's something I never thought I would say. Oh wait, I don't want to do it all the way up here anyway. I want to do it down closer to just ignore. Somewhat closer anyway. Okay, just grab some moss for us. Hey, Brahms. Did the moss farms always look like that? Huh. I guess they did. Sugoi. Wish there was a way for milestones to ignore the blueprint sandboxes. Okay, so if we have a stacked belt of stone, we can have 30 moss per second of it. Okay, well, even without a stacked belt of stone, we'll be okay. How much can we fit into one? That many. We're searching mod settings, showed all settings for monsters' names match the search. Yeah, that would be nice. Okay, that's almost a full yellow belt of stone. That's actually perfect. Isn't right. No, it's right. I think that's the most we can probably fit in, including trains. So that would be 6 belts of stone. A lot. And only 36 megawatts of electricity. Yeah, but if we were to choose the chlorinated water turd, then that would still consume the same amount of stone, but we'd get more. So we only need to do that if we actually end up having a moss bottleneck. I don't know if we're gonna have one yet. Yes, of Hobbit, yeah. Late night Rygard stream indeed. Okay, so we obviously can't do that wide because we need to have belts. Question is, how much throughput can we get from one train? That's the thing we need to test. What is the maximum amount we can pull from one warehouse? I wanted it. So we need stone input. Oh, we also need the muddy sludge input and the carbon dioxide input. Carbon dioxide will be made on site, but how much do we need? We need 435 per second. Right? Why is the game lagging every time I click that button? What's happening? Rate calculator is taking 227 milliseconds. The frick? I'll figure that out later. Oh, no, it's just... Yeah, that makes sense. That's just how long it takes the simplex solver to do its thing. It's just really slow. How slow is this? Let's test it with regular moon drops first. So that's 60 per second. Okay, that's actually quite a bit. We only need 8 of these. Okay, but the question remains, how much can we get out of here? Hmm. That's a little unfortunate. Not even 2 is enough. Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah. I can never remember which one, which... Still not compressed. Okay, but if we need that many to get almost a stacked belt, but we don't need stacked belts in this case, actually. We just need regular belts. Could we get away with 4 fast inserts? No. You need 3. The same as vanilla, actually. In that case, we can get 3 compressed yellow belts out of each station. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need 2 stone stations. Okay, that's actually fine. The other question is, can we even supply that much stone? Because supplying this much stone implies consuming 6 belts worth of carrigen at the same time. And stone actually goes pretty quick. We have better carrigen processing yet? You can make it into shale oil, or you can even use it in tar. Really? Shale oil is what we're doing over here, right? Bring it into shale oil. Shale oil is used condensates, light oil, heavy oil. Also used as canisters. Also be used to make nitrogen much easier later on. Hello, Mike. We're making an absurd amount of moss. Oh heck, but I just remembered I can only fit 2 of these because I have the stations right here. Oh, that's not even gonna fit. Who designed this? Fiber guy sabotaging your pie run. Oh, is that why you haven't been streaming? Fiber guy screw it up. That's what they all say, Mike. Yeah, it was the fiber guy. Fiber guy's messing up my pie run. Totally the fiber guy. Man, your experience with your fiber company has been absolutely miserable, Mike. I hope that's not a bad omen for how the actual experience on the internet's gonna be. Oh, so it's not the tech's fault. It's the company's fault. Dang, that... You know it's bad if the tech is bad-mouthing the company he works for. Like, that's real bad. Simply switch companies. Yeah. I need to disable. No, I'm just gonna deal with it. There's been a Mesa bug for a very long time, which is causing my screen to flash every 5 minutes or so. Every time or every 30 seconds, actually. Every time my screen dimmer updates. And they still haven't fixed it. Who needs splitters? Hey, Green. That's just unfortunate. This should still be able to keep up, I think. Yeah, it is. Okay, do I want to balance these two stations? I think I do. I need a 6 to 6. Okay, that is just too good to not use. Holy crap. Incredible. I can't understand a single lyric in this entire song, but I love this. That's aesthetically pleasing enough for me. Oh no! Oh no, it just barely fits. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, but then I need 6 output belts as well as connections for the fluids. Well, I don't need 6 output belts, but I need a 6 to something. The 64. So that's 5 output belts. I'm gonna make that 6 just so that we can have 2 output stations. I mean, might be able to get away with 1 actually. Emily's playing another game. I knew it. He hated my game so much he's never gonna play it again. Well, it was nice while it lasted. Those will just sit here in code forever all by myself. I'll get back to it eventually. Factorio is my main thing, though. I promise I'll finish Stanley Parable. Who knows, maybe that'll be the Thursday. Imagine showing up to complain that a streamer isn't streaming your favorite game and then just leaving. That'd be pretty cringe. That's okay. Oh, of course, I didn't finish building this, so I have to undo all of the... You would never. Oh, I also want to color all these lamps. We're doing lamp coloring, boys. For which I might end up writing a mod. See. Not exactly 50. That's 54. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, that's a bit close. Oh, that's even closer. Yeah, there we go. I love 60 FPS physics. Stanley, can you hear me? Oh no, you're playing Factorio. Oh, I may might never see you move again, Stanley. What a dreadful fate. How many more times will he press the button? Press all the buttons trying to find a solution to the nuclear detonation. For which I still don't know if there's a solution. Don't tell me. Hello, Mnemonics. How you doing? I know we have stone. Oh, but we didn't make lamps for it. Can we copy the color from a wagon lamp? No. But we can see what color the wagon is. 28, 209, 199. What? 228, 209, 199. Wow, it's barely distinguishable from white. Incredible. These aren't stacked belts, so we can get away with, we might, yeah, we can do one sludge station. Mod idea. Colors for every item. Base game feature idea, actually. Oh, we only need 7. Come on, do any of these line up? No, they don't. Rip. Might not actually be centered. Okay. Yeah, we can do this. Except that's only 12. Well, let's see. Yeah, it's not quite 15. Oh, actually, we should put this on the other side, which is gonna be heckin' dumb, but Oh, wait, you can't do that with the cut tool. Walls come out stacked? No. It'll do. Hey, Hypnos! Thank you for the raid. What were you playing today? Adequate hot dog water. Hello.
Oh my god!
You were playing Factorio. Oh, hey. Thank you for the follow concentration. Welcome to the stream. Those of you who have never seen Pyanodons before, welcome to the pain. We're at 197 hours, and we're still at green science. Yeah, thank you for the raid, Hypnos. Everyone be sure to check her out. She does a lot of streaming, way more than me. Pretty entertaining. Oh, they. Sorry, I assumed your gender. Playing Space Age Blind, almost ready to pick my first planet. Ooh, that's a good choice. Or that's a fun choice. What are you thinking so far? Okay. There's a large blueprint, indeed. But it is necessary. Oh, once again, it is just one off from being perfect. Thank you, Full Girl. Just based off what I read, no, nothing. That's an interesting choice. I can't say anything more than that. I hope you're having fun. Thank you for playing, and thank you again for the raid. Anyone spot the problem with my design? Maybe a couple weeks back, so I wanted to return the favor. Gotta have a good time. Thanks for the raid and run, Nos. Have a good meal. Appreciate it. Oh, well, my tiling messed up. So. Wait, did I just mess it up on both sides? Yeah, I did. Oops. I think I just accidentally did the belts backwards from how I had planned. Yep, there we go. What are we making, like moss balls? We're making moss, yeah. Or chives. Hold on, something's not right here. Actually only takes 13 and a half. Yeah, okay, no. It just has to prime itself. Has to fill up. Okay. That should be all we need, right? How much muddy sludge does this take? 67 a second? Bad. The mod is about pain, but it's also fun. Otherwise, I wouldn't be playing it. Just realized that Hypno's VOD was playing in the background. Whoops. Okay, so let's leave this running for a while and we'll see if it actually works. This should all be good, right? Yeah. And it only takes 42 megawatts. It's not bad. Because how much muddy sludge do you make? You make 100 per second. And you make 286. Okay, so we're actually consuming more than we're producing right now. That's good. This is supposed to be a sink, so that's awesome. The only problem with this is the incredible stone demand that this has. Okay, well, we'll leave it running for a minute. But we could probably start building this because it's gonna take a while. Right, I forgot to add a place for a construction extender. We'll have to put it like right. Go, my robots, go! I think this design will work though. But where are we gonna get all this stone? Oh, that's a lot of stone. Let's see how much stone mining. Well, okay. Let's look at our stone patches. Hold on. Actually, we're gonna undo that. Oh, did it wreck our undo? It wrecked our undo queue. Freaking fantastic. On planners. Out of here. But I'll still let you get rid of the trees. That's a good job. Never mind. Undo. Let's look at our stone patches. Stone. Yeah, the biggest stone patch is over there. It's far and away the largest one. We could probably do some exploring over here, unveil some patches. We'll see how big this patch is, and we'll go from there. So let's get in our car and go. My mouse wheel acting up. Gotta do the weekly cleaning of my mouse wheel. Here's would be useful to have this feature for those fake trains so you can make them despawn, become empty for a period of time, emulating departure. That way you can see if you unload trains fast enough. Oh yeah, well, that's easy to do. It's called just make a train and then have infinity chests on the source. So instead of just having these here, I would make a provider station down here and then have infinity chests to fill it up. Best. By the way, I did get some new... Oh, I didn't add them to the playlist, though. Or did I? I need more horizontal space on the... Before 856... Okay, no, I didn't. 90 and 91... can add to stream soundtrack. There we go. Wait, did it put them in the wrong order? 86, 87, 88, 89. Huh, weird. I don't super like this app actually. It's kind of buggy. I use it because it allows me to use my Navidrome server to stream from. Subsonic server. It would have been faster to just walk over here on the limestone than to drive. That's really funny. I'm working on a Navidrome replacement because it's a web player annoys me with its bugs, but I've lost momentum. Yeah, this isn't Navidrome. This is a, it's called Supersonic. And it does any subsonic compatible web server, but it's a client. You missed the raid. Rip. Okay, this stone patch is not all that large. 10 million. This one is significantly larger. Stone's kind of a problem, actually. Is there another way to get it? Gathered from rocks. Why isn't recipe book telling me? I swear it tell me these. Not even doing mined from. Neither is Factoriopedia. That's weird. Let's explore a little bit more. My question is whether there's some kind of rock, like these ones, that will give us stone as well. Oh, Oakenfield? I don't know. It's just Photographic Arts by Kenji Sekiguchi and Nato, as it is so fond of reminding us. Yeah, it's more antimony. Okay, robots, go away. Hey, more stone. But it's also super tiny. Gosh, that's even smaller. Maybe we should have gone like a million tiles away at the very start of the game. Like, we can't build our new base super far away from the old one now, but we could have moved at the very beginning of the game, like before we even built anything. Just like go off into the distance. Explore, especially since there's no biters. I mean, how long did it take us to get the car again? Not very long. We could have just gotten a car and gathered a bunch of wood and just gone off into the distance. I think if I play Pi again, that's what I'll do. Except next time will be Pi Stellar Expeditions. It'll be entirely different. Okay. But the next question is, how much stone can we extract from one of these tiny, tiny patches? It's gonna bother me if I... Placing inserters with a preset filter that does nothing. Speaking of which... Press Alt middle mouse button to configure an entity between building and it. Add another mod to our list from the legendary Code Green. who, since I started working at Wube, has definitely taken up the mantle of freaking amazing quality of life mods. Because I can't be bothered to make mods anymore. Yo, Green, you missed. What do you think I just did? What do you think I just did? That's all I heard was my name. You mean you're not watching the screen every second of the stream? I can't believe you. Fake viewer. Okay, I can't talk. I don't even join your streams. Oh, more stone. Okay, so we found a few stone patches. But they're like 10 to 12 million. They're a far cry from all the other patches around. Stone is definitely the most annoying resource in the game so far, actually. Not only is it more rare, but it has a lot of carrigen. At least it doesn't take, what do you need to mine stone in hard mode? You need something. Not shale oil, it's something else. Shale oil is what you make out of carrigen. It's something. You need something you need a liquid to mine stone. Carbolic acid, yes, thank you. Is that even in this mod? No. Doesn't even exist outside of hard mode. So now that we have stacked mining drills, is that too much? Yes. Way too much. That's still way too much. Oh my gosh. Whoop stands for something in Polish. I couldn't even pronounce it if I tried. Okay, so we can do about 3 mining drills, or 6 mining drills per belt. That is really annoying. So that's as much as we can do for a whole belt of stone and carriage. Okay, so we can get like, but how long will it last? A little worrying. What we'll probably do, just do. Well, we'll do it more centered. I'm not gonna let myself get thrown off by the. Okay, good enough. That'll be 8 belts of output, but it won't last terribly long, is the problem. But I think we can do it. We might need to make a special case for stone and like go way far away and find some really big stone patches and then have really long trains to ship it back, but we'll find out later. But I think right now the most tempting turd is actually the chlorinated water turd, because it saves a lot of stone. Shinobuda means something like, don't worry, everything will be done eventually. Yeah, I actually knew that meaning. Or I thought I remembered that meaning. I'm glad that I remembered it correctly. That definitely describes Factorio. Okay, so we're gonna need to tap multiple stone patches for sure, but we're also gonna need to figure out how to deal with all the carriage in. So that's gonna be funny. This is where I would install cruise control, tell myself to walk back to base, and then just go into the blueprint lab. I wonder if that would work, actually. I'm gonna try it. That would be funny. I wonder if cruise control even works on 2.0. Ah, somebody updated it. Nah, it's not worth it, because I'd have to restart the game and then restart it again. Speaking of moss, or speaking of stone, how is our moss farm? Okay, this seems to be good. It works. Here goes our construction bot inserter. We are out of batteries, really. We're making them at full tilt. We just don't have all that much production. Wait. Oh, frick. Oh, this wasn't requesting for buffer chest. There should be batteries down here, right? No, there aren't even batteries down here. Now let's do 100. Yeah, I don't have moss farms automated yet. Should have checked that forever ago. Man, that worker robot speed is gonna feel so good once we get it. Right, I want to make my own version of additional pace settings to fix that problem. Keep forgetting. I might just make a fork of additional pace settings, because I actually am starting to make plans for making my own version of that mod from scratch, but it would be easier to start by just forking the existing one and doing what I want for now. Maybe that'll be all I do, actually. Hello, bye-bye. Okay, let's try out this newfangled mod. I see. That's exactly how I would have done it. Good job, Code Green. Just place the entity, but yeah. Now I wonder if I do bind this to alt-click, what will happen? Oh, it just works. That's so good. You just alt-click, it places it, it works, it opens the thing. It doesn't open Factoriopedia or Recipe Book. Oh, but it like pipettes it as well. Go green! If I alt-click on an entity I don't want it to pipette, is there a setting? Yeah, I know. But if you do alt-left click, then you don't need to click twice. You just do that. And then it just works. But what I want it to do is if you alt-click on something else, for it to not put something into your cursor. But why not use it like this? It works. It works perfectly. It doesn't open Factoriopedia, or maybe it does, actually. Hold on, I have Recipe Book on, but not Factoriopedia. Maybe it will actually open Factoriopedia. Oh, it does. Never mind. Wait. Yeah, it still does. That's unfortunate. So it only works properly because I have Recipe Book. But you could call the function to close Factoriopedia. I don't know. I like it much more this way, because then you don't have to do 2 clicks to place an entity. Because this way you have to like alt middle click, then left click. And alt middle click, preconfigure, and place in 1 click, that would also work. I mean, you couldn't just call build from cursor, I think, right? Yeah, build from cursor. You could take the custom inputs world position and build from cursor. Can't access cursor directional. You sure? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I guess that wouldn't be in game state. Rip. Well, that blows. Is it? Custom input event. Input name, cursor direction. Yes, it is. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Thank you. Well, there go all my logistic bots. No code green, do it right now! I demand that you do it now! Just kidding. I understand. Yeah, that'll make the mod infinitely more better. More better. I love these intersections so much. Whoever designed these on the forum, I can't remember your name, but thank you. They're beautiful intersections. Also, that train brake squeal mod is amazing as well. Well, actually, for this kind of thing, I might be able to deal with a regular crane. That's 64. Yeah, I need 4. You really need that much? I have no idea. That's the thing. I have no way to know how much I'm gonna need. I would have to factory planner the entire base in order to know that. So I'm just building 1 block's worth, and then if we need more, we'll build more. If it ends up being way overkill, then whatever. But the strat here is you just build 1 block of everything, fill up the block, except for titanium for some reason. I don't know why I didn't do that. And then you just see how far that goes. Because this mod is so complicated and there's so much going on that I can't really plan ahead that much. Thinking of planning ahead, I need a way to sink all this ash. We already have a coke abundance in this, right? Yes. Oh crud, it's 3x3. That's fortunate. Also not that difficult. We just need to remove a row of lamps. Should be fine. Oh, and I'm out of power poles. That's neat. In all likelihood, I don't need nearly this much moss, because we only have, like, this much moss in the current base. And this is a lot more than we're currently making. But we're not just building this base again, we're building this base but a lot bigger. Because we need to scale the base up to logistics science, which means we're going to need to double our rate of production on all the existing sites. So actually, wait, that means I do have a way to know how much I need. That's 20. That's 60 moss machine. This is 324. That's about 5 times. That actually checks out. Hold on, let's check the science pack. For logistics science technologies, we need 10. Oh yeah, okay, no. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, we're building at the right scale, I think. So we need 10. We need 3.5 times as much automation science, and where the heck is? Oh, it's after Pi. And twice as much Pi 1, and 3 times as much logistics science. And the moss, or the moss is primarily used in Pi 1, so let's see, where's this moss going? This is all for Vrox. Vrox are the biggest moss eaters by far, but we also use moss in a few other things. Moss is used for augs, as well as petri dishes. Wait, what? Oh, they're not actually used. Just, oh no, it is. Basic substrate used moss. And it's also used in... not used there. But it is used in manure. Okay. So it's primarily used in manure and augs. And... oh no, just manure and basic substrate and rock production. And titanium are horrendously overbuilt? Yeah, probably. But hey, it was fun to build them, so whatever. If this lasts me the whole game, then that's great. These all deadlock again? My gosh, this design is awful. Who designed this? Should I just plug in the tin processing in the new base into this base instead of trying to fix this? I could just rebuild this, actually. It won't take that much effort. It's super tiny. Have we even had a tin issue? Yes, we are having tin problems. Yes, we are having tin problems. I don't know why I built it in this blade design, but hey, whatever. Well, if we compare our moss, we have 412 per minute of moss production. And if we have tin plate, well, we usually have like 100 per minute. So that's 4 times as much moss as tin. And in this one, we have 64 moss per second. Oh, I should compare it to liquid tin. 200. So it's about... Oh, tin's been down for a while, actually. For the last, yeah, right now, okay, we're making 450 a minute, but we need to wait for it to back up again. If it ever does. But I think we're fine. How much does this make? That's the question. 71.4 per second. And that's it? Oh yeah, because that other one was per minute. Oh my gosh, I hate so much that this isn't per minute. I want it to be in per second. It's so annoying. Maybe I'll add a hidden option to do. But I'm gonna say that I'm gonna continue with my plan to just build one block of everything, because then it's super nice to copy paste it. The block size is 5x5 chunks. There we go. That should solve this problem. There, it is permanently fixed. Gosh. I really am feeling the slow construction bots now. So slow. Let's go help them a little. Belts are probably one of the more advantageous, or the more useful things. I mean, I don't know why I'm rushing. Like, it's not like I need this to be built right away. But I like to have one thing completely built and running before I build the next thing, even though that's probably not going to be feasible. Especially as our base gets even larger and this gets further and further away. Actually, the block size is 7 by 7. The content of the blocks is 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like the center area here, like this area right here is 5 by 5 chunks. Remember when I said I'm gonna concrete the entire base? Yeah, no. That's not happening until we make an entire block's worth of concrete production. Oh yeah, our train's gonna come here now. Muddy sludge drop. What the heck? That does too have a path. No, it doesn't. But what the heck about is why is this down there when I specifically thought I did image equals for all of these? Am I going crazy? I thought I fixed this problem. Maybe I didn't finish fixing it? I guess I actually want it to be the other way around, so I guess we'll start doing it right now. Because let me test this. Do ash here. Then it'll do item equals ash, right? Put it all the way down there. Did I add a space? What? Wait, what rich text is that? Yeah, it's item equals ash. What the frick? Oh, it's fluid equals item equal. Oh, that's what's happening here. Listing all the fluids and then all the items. Okay. But let's just fix this anyway, I guess. Not necessarily bad that all the fluids are. I think that's a worthy sacrifice. Okay, so all the fluids. Didn't I already do this one? Yeah. Why is it? Oh. Oh. Yeah. I know what I'm doing. What's going on with renaming them to the same value? I am renaming them to a different kind of rich text, because this is image equals item slash graphite, and I'm changing it to item equals graphite. Slightly different. So that's consistent. Okay, there we go. Yay, there we go. Okay, well, I'm out of belts. See what else I can do while I'm here. And am I really just bottlenecked on batteries for the construction bots? Oh no, I'm not. I'm bottlenecked on engine. Gearboxes, sorry. They're bottlenecked on shafts, of course they are. Which are bottlenecked on antimony alloy, of course they are. I need to make more of this. I actually think I might build antimony next, just so that I can increase my antimony production in the base, so that I can make more robots. It would be kind of funny if I could get so many construction robots that I could just build the entire block in one go. These are used in the next robot, right? Yeah, so I can recycle them. Okay, well, I think instead of helping the bots build this, I think we need to worry about getting stone. Stone is a problem. And by extension, we need to figure out what to do with all the Keragen. So, do we have Keragen stage 3? No, we just have one Keragen process. That's the only thing you ever get for it? Yep. I can make it into tar. Or shale oil. Honestly, tar looks more appealing. Okay, so let's set down some set down enough stone and then make enough mining drills for the amount that we mine from that. That. And we need to come up with a way to filter this out. So once we get another level of belt stacking, this will actually work. Yeah, it'll be exactly enough. But stack capacity is not until the next science pack. So we need to 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to separate out the Keragen. Then combine belts. Like this. Oh, but that's not great because we would need to make a lot of sulfur. We need 50 acid gas for every Keragen. We're making a lot of Keragen. We're making 60 Keragen a second, so we would need for 60 Keragen every second, we would need 4 seconds. Crap. First off, we would need a ton of washers. We would need 60 times 4s, 240 washers. We need 60 sulfur per second, which would mean 3,000 acid gas, which is a lot. No, that's not happening. So we need to turn it into shale oil. But it also needs a lot of steam. But it takes a lot of kerogen too. 25 kerogen, so that's 5 kerogen a second. It's actually not bad. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That should be enough to consume 60 kerogen per second. It also needs 240 steam, which is not a problem. It is greater than or equal to 250, so we can't use waste steam. How does kerogen stack? What stacks? 100. That actually might be worth just training into a central location. Because I don't want to make a million kerogen productions, as well as we're going to have a lot of different patches, including this one, so we actually want a new block as soon as production bots are no longer busy. Oh, they're not busy. Oh, we're short on materials now instead of bots. Cool. Yeah, I definitely think training the kerogen will be our best bet. Once again, thank goodness this doesn't need carbolic oil. Or carbolic acid. I am suffering from an overabundance of ore patches, most of which happen to collide with our grid, which freaking sucks. Let's go plan this out. I keep placing down a car because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go drive there, but I don't need to drive there. Fiber does not give any more acceleration than wood, but it does have 4 times as much energy density. Okay, so this will only have 4 belts of output. Maybe only 3, actually. Their way to copy an actual patch. That would actually be really neat. Someone should make a mod for that. Okay, that'll sort of work, actually. We can just use our blueprint. That'll work fine. Buy it now. It's weird. Come on, code green, fast. I use summon. Someone suggested that someone make a mod to copy a resource patch and place it as entities in. That honestly sounds like a thing Blueprint sent. You could like copy it into editor extensions or Blueprint. Using the clone tool in the editor? Yeah, but I'm not using the editor. In fact, I still, thus far, have... oh, actually, well, I could. But I still have achievements turned on this. In this case, it makes known on the out. Which looks less cursed. I think this looks like... Oh, but I want to balance the... Oh, never mind. I don't need to. I don't need to. They're all going to the same warehouse anyway. Not using loaders? No. Loaders are cheating. For UPS reasons, I will use a stack crane, even though it's horrendously over. Okay, so that's stone. What do you guys... What's the holdup? There's this great mod called Factorio, has giant miners. That's fake news. Factorio does not have giant miners. All of Crastorio's higher tier miners are the same size as the original. As the normal electric miner. Fake news, misinformation, banned. Ban this man. Right, we can't even put power poles if we do that. Oh. Yeah, I messed that up. Messed up my station blue. Have to do one. Oh gosh, this is gonna be very cursed. I don't know why I'm building all these with ghosts. Okay. Here we are. The landfill army has arrived. Now we're definitely bottlenecked on construction bots. No, we're not still. Huh. Because it takes a while for the next construction zone extender to be built. Seriously, the first bot speed upgrade is gonna be like one of the most cathartic upgrades ever. It's gonna be so good. Probably even better than Splitters, honestly. Splitters was pretty good. But... Or, no. Logistic bots. Logistic bots are the best. I would honestly take logistic bots over construction bots, maybe. Because of how nice they are. Like, we just have so much garbage in this mod that logistic bots punch way above their weight. Hey Maldor, thank you for the 14 months. Appreciate ya. Thank you for all of the cash.
Yo, night stream. Nice.
Yeah, I'm known to do them every so often. I try to avoid it because my viewership's a lot lower when Europe is asleep, but today it was between, well, if it's between no stream and night stream, I think I should do night stream. Landfill do I have? I have a lot of landfill. This will save a ton of time. Europe is asleep. Just wake them up. Did these always move? Spooky. Yeah, that should help a ton. I know it's good for mega basing? Yes. You have to build a mega base to beat the mod. Like, there's no other way. But your mega base is still only gonna make like one space science pack per minute. If you're having UPS troubles with K2 or base age, then you're probably gonna have UPS troubles with Pi as well. In fact, not probably, you will. Base is already freaking huge. This is already the largest base I've ever built. And we're not even close to done. We're maybe a fifth of the way through the game for a fast player. But I'm not a fast player. In fact, I am particularly... Oh, hey, we probably could have direct belted this stone over here, but too late now. We're gonna need more stone patches than... I think I'd rather just train it. Plus, more trains, more better, right? What are we short on from moss farms? Air core inductors. I don't believe that. Oh, it's probably a buffer chest. Yep. I need to fork additional pace settings. No, I'm just gonna turn it on. Request from buffer chests. Bang, done. I don't want it to override it. I wanted to keep it how it is, but I'm just gonna override it. On. Right, well, do you want to see a completed Pi base to get an idea of how crazy it gets? Actually, we're gonna load this in 1.1. Ew, 1.1, gross. Disgusting, get it off me. Also, I'm about to max out my VRAM. This is gonna be... Pyanodons takes like 8 gigs of VRAM. Open shotgun is pretty good. I hope Nanobots just doesn't get upgraded to 2.1. I mean, what? Yay! Recipe book is screwed. This is old recipe book. KTBS is 50,000 signs per minute. Wow, that's bigger than anything I've ever built. I beat Factorio and then called it a day. 60 signs per minute. I barely even used beacons. I used to actually like hate using beacons. They're still not my favorite mechanic ever, but I actually use them now. Oh, never mind. I had the wrong save loading. Keep recipe. Yongi. How's the factory growth? I am showing creamy goodness, just how large Pyanodons get. Still waiting on Dosh with his pie? You'll be waiting forever. He doesn't want to do it. It's not that he doesn't think it would be fun, it's that it would murder his channel. It would completely eviscerate his viewership. Crashed, did it? Taking 10 years. Eclipse, effigy. Your insomnia has been blessed by waiting for Mike Lat's world to load. Holy frick, this is taking a long time. What is going on? A configuration change, that's what's going on. Because I removed recipe book. Plus, I think editing Pi would also be really annoying for him too. He would definitely have to do it in like 12 episodes, 100 hours per episode, kind of like C Block and Space. But yeah, okay, so here is a completed Pi game. Well, this one's not quite complete, but it's almost there. It gets pretty big. But actually, it's not as big as it could be. Hold on, this isn't the completed base. Saves. Download them. Mega. Completed Pi Mike Lat. Download. You can download a zip as a zip. That's really funny. Okay, well, while that loads, let's continue letting this run. Why bots so slow? Because I have 0 bot speed upgrades. Because I can't get the next one until the next science pack. Which is what... We need to rebuild this entire base before we can get the next science pack. We're rebuilding everything from the ground up. We're taking this spaghetti bus monster and we're putting it over into a grid base. Oh, why bot so slow? That was actually because my UPS was low. UPS was running at like 30. Perhaps I should host my save files somewhere. Make like a web dev server. Expose that part of my server to the public internet. What could go wrong? Download my saves. Okay, so this is running at 8 UPS right now. 22. It'll speed up in a minute. What? This isn't completed. Mike! Mike! Your completed save file isn't actually complete. 0 out of 10. Oh, okay. You actually finished deconstructing this entire base and put it all over here. So this is the base. Yeah, basically, if I build like as inefficiently as Mike did, then I'm gonna need a better processor to not lose my sanity. Because I'm on a 10900K and I'm getting 18 UPS. A lot of this might be actually script. Oh yeah, 10 script update. Hold on. What's using all of this? Resource highlighter. Okay, yeah, it's scanning all chunks. It'll speed up in a minute. Red Ripper? No. Yeah, these bots are quite quick, actually. Also doesn't help that he's using train trails. Okay, well, this is gonna take a while to speed up. But it'll speed up in a minute. There it goes. Okay, now we're at 30 UPS with lots of hitches. Hopefully by the time I get to this point in my save, RAM prices will have gone down again. It's just... Okay, yeah, so we're running at about a stable 30-ish UPS, 30 to 20, 30 to 25. Yeah, I do still run DDR4, and that's probably the biggest bottleneck. Let's see, trains are 7. Entity update is 13. A lot of that's probably inserters. Inserters 6. Yeah, mostly inserters. And that's why I'm using the Pi Cranes mod by Jigsaw, because that'll significantly decrease the inserter time. And it's funny that it's inserters because Mike uses loaders in a lot of places. How much are loaders taking? 1.12-ish? Even with the loaders for all the trains, it's still taking a bunch of things. A bunch of inserter time. Yeah, the cranes will help a lot, though. Because the purpose of the cranes that I'm using is, like these cranes, so you can't see them. Where is a freaking crane? Here's one. The purpose of this crane is it's just 6 fast inserters combined into one entity. Like, it's the same cost. It just costs the amount of materials that it takes to make 6 stack inserters, or 6 fast inserters. And that's how much space it takes up, and that's how fast it is. So it's just, I am abstracting away those individual inserters in favor of one crane. And that's why I like this mod so much. Because the cranes don't give you any special powers. It's just 6 inserters. In fact, the cranes are worse for belts. Which is why you see me using 3 inserters here instead of 1 fast short crane. Even though that was the same throughput chest to chest. It's not the same throughput chest to belt. Yeah, Pyanodons is fun. Just if you go into the game trying, like looking at the end goal, looking at the finish line, you're gonna get burned out. You need to treat Pyanodons as a Zen garden. Just do one thing at a time. With that said, I am gonna take a short break. I'll be back. Crane is a separate mod. My back, I'm dead. Well, Ecosaplex, the difference in real life is we've had hundreds of years and thousands of people pooling their collective effort to progress humanity. Whereas this is just me. Also, it's snowing outside. Cool. About time. Don't need another drought. Definitely not just you. Almost never this Jigsaw disrespect. Who's Jigsaw? I mean, what? Hi, Jigsaw. I know you're watching this VOD right now. I'm talking to you from the past. But the past is my present. And in your future, I'm talking to you in the past. No, in your future, I'm talking to you from the past in my present. Okay, the bots are slowly taking care of this. But why are we out of garbage? We're out of the moss plants, and we're out of belts. How are we out of belts? We got plenty of belts. What? What? Oh. But we should have plenty of... Oh, we can't get the poles all the way out into the... Okay, that makes sense. Boy. Wow. I can feel you deep inside. Is that what the song just said? Ayo. Presence is still present. There we go. Now the robots should build the rest. And just get bottlenecked on moss farms, I think. But hey, they should be able to populate all this with moss, too. Very slowly. In the future, there will be robots. In the very far future, yes. They're on their way. How's our power? Power is okay. Creamy goodness, that's another thing that I really like about Pi is the power scaling is kind of crazy. Like, I have electrolyzers sitting up here. Where are they? Right here. That take 248 megawatts just by themselves. And that's actually not all that much these days, but back then it was crazy. It was like 10 megawatts per electrolyzer. What the frick? Thankfully, we have an abundance of power. Yeah, like I'm only 200 hours into the game and I'm already using 2.5 gigawatts. I think by the end you're into the terawatt range from what I've heard. Yeah, there's plenty of new power generators. I don't want to spoil too much unless you want me, but needless to say, there's a lot of power. But there is one power that is definitely the most overpowered. That is basically just straight up better than anything else at the stage of the game that I'm currently at. If you play hard mode, Pyanodons hard mode, then things are a little more interesting. Also, keep in mind, there is a Pyanodons space expansion coming out in the next year, question mark? So if you start Pi now, then you're going to miss out on the launch of that. Unless you can beat Pi in like 7 months. Which, if you're playing like 18 hours a day, maybe. We're going to hit 200 hours in this stream. But my thinking is like, I'm not going to finish this before Isex comes out. So I'm just going to keep playing this until I'm done. And then I'll play Pi 6 next time. Yeah, if you have a lot of free time, go for Pi. Like, I'm still having tons of fun. I thought that Pi 6 was going to come out in the next couple months, but I don't know. They haven't really committed to a release date for obvious reasons, so yeah. Man, we're just so short on alloys. Iron niobium alloys also pretty annoying. Can we make it better? Chemical science. Cool. Heck. I should just make another. I'm gonna do that right now. Out of here. There we go. That'll be a lot better. Yeah, I'm also waiting for Space Exploration 0.8. I wanna experience something closer to Arendel's actual vision rather than the work in progress one that's there now. Very unfinished one, I should say. Man, I need bulk inserters. Those also aren't until the next science pack. So our mall's just gonna be kind of dumb for a while. Okay, what do you need the most of? You need just. I'm gonna copy this. Oh, we're actually fine on steam engines now. We just don't have enough throughput. More. Okay, we are consistently making more robots, though. That's good. Even if it's slightly slow because of the shafts. But we can't make any more shafts because we need more of this. What are you short on? Short on antimony oxide. Oh. Well, that don't help. Oh, this also don't help. Okay, maybe aluminium is close on our list for doing. Oh, you're kidding. Right over the copper pad. Oh, we got plenty of copper patches over here. It's not the one that's the biggest. Okay, we're only using a little bit. Aluminium is here. Aluminium's actually like pretty good. We can put aluminium processing. But this is supposed to be the bottom edge of our city block. Do I have aluminium? Do I have molten aluminium? Yes. The aluminium is struggling. We've almost completely exhausted this patch. Was aluminium? Aluminium is aluminium. 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 Man, it's so sad because this program that I'm using to draw is really good, but then I found out it's entirely vibe coded, which is just sad. Love the song. You vibe code bash scripts. Honestly, I don't blame you. Bash can be really annoying. When the language is bad, it doesn't matter. So does that mean I should vibe code all of my Factorio C++? I'm sure that would be fine. There wouldn't be any problems whatsoever. There we go. That's much easier to. Yeah, the overhangs in Pi are very annoying. That's just a failure of Pi's art design, to be honest. Embedded RMRF slash. Oh, he got what he deserved, man. There we go. No, that still kind of looks green. It needs to be more blue. Like that. 255 divided by 2 is 13.5. 1326, 12 and a half, 125. 127.5. I could also do white, maybe. Then I listened to an investing podcast where it said AI is replacing all programming jobs at Google and Microsoft. Hopefully that means, well, hopefully, not hopefully. Google and Microsoft dying would actually be quite bad. Okay, this also kind of sucks. I'm gonna do white. There. But hey, if Microsoft's replacing all their programmers with AI, then that certainly explains some of the stuff with Windows 11 recently. Like Windows 11 File Explorer takes like 10 years to turn on. My File Explorer takes 2 seconds. Not even 2 seconds. It takes like half a second. Bang, done. I want to see it. Well, actually, GNOME Files is kind of slow when it comes to searching. But I already found one. If I do FD in the terminal, it'll be way faster. There, it already finished. Wait. How many FD are... I need to do recursive? Oh, I guess that was the only one. Oh, frick. Oh, it's not searching hidden directories, that's why. Or 11 is just garbage. It is. I've had to touch it like twice in my life, and it's awful. I tried to enroll because I have an Intel NUC that I have Windows on so that I can test Factorio stuff on Windows. Yeah, I know, it sucks. I was completely Windowsless for a very long time, but I had to install it for work. Hi, Fluff Tapes. Thank you for the raid. What were you doing today? Hello, 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 hello. Oh. Welcome, raiders. I've never been raided by you before, I don't think. So here is my base. We're just about to hit 199 hours, and we're maybe 20% of the way done. Followed to Factorio, then relapsed into old school RuneScape. Classic. Thank you for the raid. I really appreciate that. Yeah, welcome. We're pretty chill here. We're just listening to music and vibing. Slowly building out more things. I have plenty of stack cream. And constantly cursing ourselves for building badly. Oh, because that. Watching some of Mike's playthrough? Yeah. Mike is the GOAT when it comes to Pi. Now he's playing Pi Block, hard mode, Well, I don't think hard mode works with high ply block. I don't know. He is playing ply block hard mode. Never mind. That's 100% what. The frick. We have plenty of stack cranes. What? Where do they all go? Did they all get used? Oh yeah, we've been using them. Old Viking's also great. Yeah, but he's great, but he didn't finish Pi. He almost finished it and then didn't finish. There's not the GOAT when it comes to Pi, but he's also really good. Definitely worth checking out. Man, I can't. It's also hard to distinguish. Oh well. You can only do so much with a circle because I can't change the sprite depending on the working visualization state. I can only change the color. Oh yeah. Only so many colors. Yeah, I love Bold. He's really funny. Okay, but we are currently working on stone. We will have stone as soon as we hook up power poles and trains. Let's build the trains and then let's go hook up the power pole. Well, let's just hook up the power pole with the bots. I don't know why I didn't. Doink. Was the main challenge with Pi? There's so much. Like we're at 200 hours almost, and we've made 3 science packs. We have automation science, we have Pi Science 1, and we have logistics science right here. Logistics science was a big hurdle as well. But basically, in order to build the next science pack, I first have to rebuild my entire base from scratch. Because, like, this base is awful. This bus has gotten a little out of hand. Everything is interconnected. You can see this giant spaghetti monster right here. It's freaking awesome. We've been slowly rebuilding our base, but now we're basically gonna completely demolish this after we finish building the new base. Like here, for example, here is moss right here, and right here is our moss production in the current base. This is our moss production for the new base. It's 3 times larger. The other really fascinating thing about Pi is as you get higher in the tech tree, the relative science pack costs go up. So you see here, this research costs 3 automation science, 2 construction science, and 1 logistics science, and 1 military science. So it's not just 1, 1, 1, 1. As you progress deeper in the tech tree, you have to scale previous sciences more and more until eventually, at the here, let me show you this. Very end of the tech tree, all the way down here, you have Pyrrhic Victory, where you need 200 automation science for every space science pack. It's really fun. No other mod does this that I know of, and I think more mods should do this. I kind of want to make a standalone mod that just adds this. And its scaling is awesome. Because it means you can't just one and done your previous productions. You have to actually scale them up as you go. Really cool. Oh, did I not name the state? No, I didn't. Really need to make like a train templates system or train template mod. But it's cool. It's especially cool because since you have to scale up the previous sciences so much, it means that if there's resources that are only used in the early sciences, you still have to scale those up, which means that alternate recipes you get later down the line for those early resources actually have use. Oh, do we be super mean to this robot right now? Do we do it? Nah, we're not gonna do it. Okay, so these outer drills won't have much to do for a while. It's basically gonna go from in to out, and our belt filters work. Awesome. Not that I was worried about that. Oh gosh, that's not enough. I'm a fool. We need stack inserters. So here's another cool thing about Pi. You ready for this? Check out the stack inserter. Stack inserters are not drop-in replacements for regular inserters. They're actually larger. You have to actually plan around them. Well, no, the stack inserters in Space Age are the same size as regular inserters. So you can just drop them in. For the most part. We've already filled up the chest, or filled up the warehouse, jeez. Oh, I thought the ratio of carriage into stone was identical. Oh, wait, yeah, because we had the crane on that one. Cool. Right here. Oh, jeez, no, this is gonna go, oh. Okay. This is gonna go to our current base and make landfill. Actually, that might be fine. But, yeah, we might need to, like, make a separate stone. Okay, so now this has stone and carbon dioxide and muddy sludge, so it should start producing now. Even though most of the machines don't exist. Which is purely a matter of not having construction material. Gosh, there's so many trees here. I should definitely grenade this. Grenade! Give my construction robots more to do. Something wrong with your trains. They only have one wagon and 2 engines. That's not a problem. That's by design. I cover everything with tiles already. Every single block requires 33,000 concrete and a lot of robots. I can do some of them. Like I could cover like 2 blocks in concrete, I think. How much concrete do I have? I have 44,000 plus 136,000. Okay, I could do like 5 blocks, actually. The problem is the bots can't do it. I have to do it manually. Because the bots will take so long to do it that it'll take like 100 hours to place all the concrete. Yeah, a whole block of concrete is not, unfortunately, it's not simple. Because concrete requires lime, which requires coke. We actually have a bunch of coke, but mostly requires coke and water. Those are the main ingredients. And stone. Coke, water, and stone. None of which, well, we have a lot of coke production now, but not that much. We're only making, what are we offloading? We're offloading ash and coke. Crap. What are we unconstrained here again? Oh, there we go. We're making 48 coke per second. See, the problem with that, Clips, is that how do you know if an item places a tile? Like you can read that on the prototype, but if an item, just because an item is a tile, doesn't necessarily mean that it's not used for crafting too. So it would just be really inconsistent. Also, watch me vacuuming trees because I'm procrastinating. Okay. Why are we not making moss farms? Oh, we are. We're out of aluminium now. No, we're just out. We just don't have enough inserter throughput. The whole problem. I'm sure the Factorio devs have better things to do. Ride the train, the first person perspective for trains. Yeah, good luck. Rewrite Factorio in 3D. Okay, if I'm gonna concrete one thing, then what do I want to concrete? I don't want to concrete tin. Well, maybe I'll just concrete the moss, actually. That's the solution. And we can see how it looks. Okay, so now I need 33,000 concrete. Basically as much as I can carry. This is gonna take a while. Hey, which one did we just finish? What? Oh, that's also not the first time we've earned that because my achievements got reset at some point. But which mining patch did we just destroy? Oh, it was the little aluminium down here. Yeah, it split it up. Huh, interesting. Factorio killed Satisfactory and other 3D factory games. The scale of the 3D games is too small, you mean? Woo! That was sketch. I don't think I'm gonna bother with like hazard concrete or anything, especially since like hazard concrete in Pyanodons actually slows you down a lot, which normally is fine, but like I don't want to slow down between every single city block. So yeah, I'm not all about that. don't know why I'm rotating it like that. I'm already at the limits of my reach. Habit, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing the spin. I don't trust myself to get every tile unless I do that. Oh, I ran out. Ooh, I like the color, though. The color on the map is awesome. This an apple farmer? I have no idea what you're talking about. Talking about the music? I have no idea what the music is. Would it be possible to make low priority tasks for bots that would play styles only have nothing else to do? That's already the case, actually. The tiles are prioritized below entities. But placing 40,000 tiles requires 40,000 bot trips. That's a lot of trips. It would take so long. It's possible, yes, but I'm not willing to make the bots suffer through that. Make tile train? There's a lot of things I could do, but I'm not going to do anything until I build a new base, until I build the new concrete production base. Which, I mean, if I dedicate an entire stone patch to just making concrete, that might be possible. But mostly I want to wait until I get cargo size 1, which is not until Pi 3, so that's a long way away. I don't want to lift FPS cap, that's cheating. In my humble opinion. Okay, so that was 36,000 concrete for every single block. Oh gosh, moss actually doesn't compress all that much. That's gonna be like a whole stack every second. Right? Oh, more than a stack per second. Wow. Hey, wait a minute. You cheated. Okay, so stone is already dead because of Keragen. So we need to take care of Keragen next. Oh, we have 2 stone drop-offs, don't we? Oh, boy. I forgot. Actually, that might be fine, because we have 2 short stack cranes here, and we have 1 big stack crane here. But also, this is only 4 belts of stone, and we need 6 belts of stone. $81 stone per second. How much does this? Okay, actually, we're fine. We have twice as much stone as we need. Oh wait, no. Because it can't all get out. We only have 60 stone per second coming out of the mines. Wait, no, we have more because it's stacked. We have 120 stone per second out of the mine. So actually this will be fine. Also, that didn't get... No, red belts are in Pi Science 1. In fact, or no, red belts are, yeah. We get red belts at the same time as the next stacking. Actually, red belts are even further in. Much further in. The cool thing about Pyanodons, or another cool thing, is that you actually get belt stacking before you get red belts, which I think is really fun. Actually like it a lot. Stack size is 78. Oh, but it's limited to 50. Ah. Chargers can't go above 1 stack of source. Interesting. Right, but if we have 4... We have 4 belts of stone. Wait, 1... Yeah. 4 belts of stone. Stacked stone. That means we have 120 stone a second. Yeah, we have plenty of stone. Yeah, we're good. We really should have direct inserted this stone with the belt. Didn't think about it. Too late. Plus, this is more flexible in the future anyway. Okay, I'm gonna take another micro break. I'll be back as soon as this train picks me up. Well, I'll take the micro break as soon as the train. Oh, that's funny. It can't get to down here unless it goes all the way around the block. That's hilarious. Okay, I'll be back. Micro break. Let's see what you did there. And oh gosh, I almost trashed and requested all that concrete. Go back. Oh, we never fixed the antimony, did we? Whoopsie, we got completely distracted. Cool. Antimony is broken because of the coal, right? But we could replace this with fiber, maybe. Or at least replace it with something that doesn't require... Why are you out of vitriol? Oh gosh, okay. Base is broken. Well, it's mostly just the antimony, actually. What belt? Where's that belt coming? Too lazy to fix it, so let's just patch the problem. No, this isn't even doing anything. Get out of here. No one likes you. No one cares about you. Oh gosh. So I used to be a lifeguard when I was a teenager. And one day I was really pissed off. I don't remember why. But I was really mad at the weather because the weather was hot and I was just miserable and I wanted to go home. So I looked up and yelled at the clouds, "No one cares about you." And I only found out like half a year later that most of my coworkers thought I was yelling at a patron. Old 16-year-old man shakes fist at cloud. Wow, that was 10 years ago. What the frick? I was old before my time. My mom said I was 6 going on 66. Okay, problem solved. That and coke are our biggest consumers of coal. There we go. I have a better way to build this now. I could actually use long inserters and still make it symmetrical. You know, I could have done this better before too, but I just didn't. This was a weird design. This whole design was weird. It was like this big old snake thing. Fascinating. Definitely got better at designing things as I went. That's the way it do be. It do be like that. It's kind of crazy that the vast majority of antimony grade 4 production is actually from the grade 3. Grade 4 is just a thing. Okay, yeah, this is fixed. Thank you for the follow, Confucian. Appreciate ya. Okay, why are you broken? Oh, antimony oxide, of course. Yeah, now we're cooking. There we go. Your metallics has been broken for a very long time. And this is already dead. Stop, he's already dead. Well, hey, that accidentally freed up some space for other things. Nice. How's research going? We've actually been pretty stable for the past long time. It did change with the new science, though. But we're like pretty solid in our science production at this point. We haven't had a blip in logistics science for 4.5 hours. Yeah. That is also kind of neat how, I wish this would preserve, how you can see the different science packs because they're all different rates. 24, 16, 8 out. Because of the 1, 2, 3. And then nobody cares about military science. I kind of forgot military science existed, to be honest. Military science is so freaking easy in comparison to everything else. Like, it feels like a joke. Like, not a serious part of the mod. And I guess it really isn't, because military tech doesn't really matter. You don't have biters. Man, I do like the dark background color of this concrete, though. That is really good. I can't wait to pave the whole world. Like the dirty capitalist I am, pave the whole world. I don't know why capitalism means paving the world, but it is what it is. Okay, noticed way too late that Mining Prod 4 required military science. Oh, rip. Okay, Keragen. Keragen, I don't want to use it for tar, because that's really dumb. The sulfur requirement would be insane, so we're gonna turn it into shale oil. Shale oil can be used for canisters, which is nice. What can canisters be used in? Actually, canisters can be used for burner assemblers. Huh. And the car. Okay. We could be using canisters for our mall fuel instead of the things, but the problem with that is it would have a burnt result. So we ain't gonna. So the only other thing to do with it is to break it up into all the things. And then condensates can be used in refined natural gas, BTX, and tailings. This is a new recipe that we haven't used yet. What are we doing with condensates right now? We're burning it into steam, okay. And kerosene we're also just throwing into steam immediately. Oh, we're also doing some other stuff with it, apparently. Let's go. This goes all the way up here for hot molten salt. Doesn't need to use the kerosene, does it? Yes, it does. Huh. Okay. Turn it back into condensates, or you can use it to make formaldehyde. Okay, so that's a new formaldehyde chain that uses molten salt and pressurized air. Okay. As opposed to what? Can't remember how we're making it. We're making it out of copper and methane. Yeah, that definitely seems nice. So cool. So cool. Okay, well, time to design. I don't think we need a whole block's worth of this. But we are going to centralize it because Gonna have a lot of stone patches, probably. But, I mean, like, this... What else are we gonna use this space for, really? We could just put it here. Not have to train this carriage in. Both of these trains are, honestly should just disappear. Because this can go straight over here. Which is funny, because it means we're gonna want to flip this around. But I ain't doing that, so... Trains it is. But also, this takes up so much room that it might actually take like half a block. Okay, so that should consume 60 per second of carriage in, but we actually have more than that. Because this hatch can output 120 carriage in a second. So we actually need 120 per second, right? How much can it theoretically output? 157. The actual output is 120. Because this is 30, 60, 90, 120. 240 divided by 2 is 120. Yeah. I don't know why I multiplied by 2 and then divided by 2 again. That was kind of silly. Oh gosh, this won't fit on 2 rows. It is so large. I'm gonna have to split it across 3. 24 divided by 3 is 8. Quick maths. Okay, this presents another problem though, because now we have all these other products that we need to do stuff with. This is just for one stone patch. Holy moly. Well, if I want to centralize it, then let's make it take up the whole block. But first we need to figure out how big the other machines are. So shale oil, used in condensate, light oil, heavy oil. Are any of these other things unlocked soon? No. This is all we can use it for right now is this. How many of these do we need? 1 to 1.5, so it's 2 to 3. And we need 8 of these. Or we need 16. What am I? It just has the same icon, so it tripped me up. There we go. So that's 24, 16. Okay, now we have heavy oil, light oil, and condensates. Heavy oil and light oil just gonna go places, right? Yeah. We're gonna need to make tar processing pretty soon. The question being, do we make stuff with light oil on site or do we export it? Question. Light oil is used in quite a few things, so we should probably export it. What about heavy oil? Oh, heavy oil is made in a lot of things later on. This is all Pi Science 1, though. This is Pi Science 1, so everything before is what we have available. Molten zinc. Yeah, so we definitely want to have a train for it at least. But it's only used in molten zinc and in kerosene. Also a burnable fuel. 800 kilojoules to 1.5 megajoules. But 800 kilojoules. 800 kilojoule times 100. 88. Wow, Newton meters is a weird unit. Oh, that is the definition of a joule, isn't it? The amount of energy it takes to move 1 Newton 1 meter. Yeah, that makes sense. I remember physics. So that's 8, and then divided by 40. That's 2,000 kilojoules. So we are losing fuel value by converting it into kerosene. Yeah, Ohio Soro. You are correct. I just figured that out right before you. Doing quick maths on my scientific calculator. Speaking of which, why is this not floating anymore? Did they change it? Org.speedcrunch.speedcrunch. Oh. There we go. There we go. I like my calculator to be in the scratch pad. Okay. So that loses fuel value. So if we want to have a fluid fuel, then heavy oil could be better than kerosene for that. But kerosene is also burned in specifically the something. Unless I'm misinterpreting that. This is taking kerosene, doesn't need kerosene. Can burn kerosene, yeah. We go to this fluid energy source. Then it has a fluid box prototype with filter of kerosene, yeah. Only takes kerosene. For some reason. Oil power plant. That's a power plant, and we usually don't need that. We usually use coal. So I guess instead of throwing all of the kerosene into steam, we could... Wait, can we have net positive steam? I'm really curious to see. Okay, so how much kerosene can we make out of this? It's probably not net positive on Steam. That would be too funny. But we're gonna check. Okay, so we need also 16 of these. Okay, and then if we burn this into steam... I need to filter this to... I need to put kerosene in it so it'll know I want kerosene. Okay. This is definitely not gonna work. Wait, it does work. Ha! This is a net positive steam loop. The heck? We can... Huh. That is interesting. I don't think we're gonna do that, but that is very interesting. It might actually be nice because otherwise we have to print Steam from something. Why is there rocket capacity item field when I'm not playing Space Age? Because space travel is technically turned on. Okay, that's it. That is really funny. That completely removes one output, but we actually want heavy oil, I think. The output as well. What are we using heavy oil for in the current base? Oh, we're just using it for kerosene. Okay. Because that's the only thing we can do with it except for molten zinc. All of these are only in Pi Science 2. Construction site. Stop giving me life advice in my music. Okay, so I guess the next thing to determine is how much heavy oil we're gonna need, because we're not gonna need a whole thing of zinc.
Hello there.
Hello, General Tank. We're probably still gonna build a whole block of zinc, but that's probably gonna be as much zinc as we'll ever need for the whole game, and probably more, because the zinc consumption in this has been kind of low. Well, let's not assume. Check what zinc is used. Not much, actually. That looks expensive. Yikes. That's a lot of items. Okay, but yeah, I think we'll build a whole block of zinc and see how much heavy oil that needs. And then we'll go from there. But for now, I'm just going to plan on exporting heavy oil. Where's our nearest zinc patch? All the way up there. Oh no, there's one right there. That one covered. Sort of. I don't know. So this net neutral steam thing is kind of funny, but I don't think we're gonna do this. Hot oil is primarily used in aromatics in our current base. We also use it for petroleum gas. Can we make that another way? Yes. What is this even used for? Nothing. Not until next science pack. Okay, so there's no reason to do it right now. Right now being the key word. Aromatics is kind of easy to just make on site. Yeah, I think I like making all of the light oil into gas here. Okay, we're not using the tall oil recipe yet. Yeah, so this is the beginning of char processing here. But now we have an alternative way to get in it. The tar and steam to create all those things. You can also use just tar to create light oil, aromatics, and tall oil. And we can print tar out of the ground, so... I don't know. It's hard to know what to do until you've built it. I think for now, I'm going to commit to outputting these things, except condensates. What were these used for again? Oh yeah, refined natural gas. That's literally it. I think this is going to be too much to output from one block. Oh, that's all it ever does, actually. So never mind. Instead of doing aromatics here, we could do condensates. How many of these will we? Oh, gosh. It's quite a bit. And we also have tailings to take care of. So we would probably want this to be, like, right here. Except I kind of wanted that to be Nexalit. Or no, Nexalit is also going to be here. Yeah, that's the whole plan. Because we have the Nexalit here, and we have tailings here. Which is also being turned into Nex. So we could put the carriage in processing. Yeah, I think. Bots aren't busy enough. Give them something to do. Like, I'm gonna try something sketchy. Oh no, we missed a few. And we have some extras. How did this happen? This is a disaster, man. Wait, what? Oh, it's because it's still there. Yeah. Right there. All I want for Christmas is a perfect square. One, two, 56, 56, 60. But it's actually 0. There we go. What do we want to paint next? 10. Here we go, boys. Nyum. Yeah, the robot should be plenty busy for the next 10 hours. Plenty of stuff to do. There's a square joke in Futurama or Doctor Who? No clue. I've never seen Futurama, and it's been a very long time since I've watched Doctor Who. What the heck is BTX for? Nothing. Okay, but we can use it. We can actually research that right now. Okay, that's actually more train traffic. Significantly more. So we're actually going to... I think we're going to do refined gas offsite. We're going to transport condensates. Or at least put it in the neighboring... Because I want to put this... Make this... Like I did with the Fix It meme. Mike Lat is the one who suggested that. I've never seen it myself. Oh, hey! 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 Woo! Woo! Happy 200 hours. Time to make a save. Okay, I actually think I'm gonna call it because I'm kind of confused on what I want to do with this, and I want to think about it more. And we just hit 200 hours, so that's a good place to stop. And I'm tired. I want to go to bed. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for chilling. We're gonna raid.
Oh my god!
Thank you for the follow, Officer Kitty. Appreciate you. Which furry do we want to raid today? There's just so many furries that play Factorio. What the heck? Okay, this one's not a furry, but VTuber. That's fine. I don't know who to raid. Decisions. Could raid Sororo. I haven't raided her in for. I'd like to raid Factorio peeps though. When will you make a Factorio furry VTuber streamer tier list? Okay, we're gonna raid Carador Zero. Look friendly. Give him a nice raid guard in the chat. They're playing Factorio of some kind. Be nice. See you there.